The Scott County, Kentucky community is grieving the senseless loss of a sheriff's deputy killed Monday evening during a traffic stop. Deputy Caleb Conley had served with the department for about 4 years. He was an Army veteran and a father to two. It happened just before 5 yesterday evening off I-75 close to Georgetown. Paramedics rushed Deputy Conley to the hospital where he died. Today, we've learned the man accused in his murder is Stephen Sheng. Police say he was arrested a short time after fleeing that scene, only after shooting yet another person and stealing their car. He's now charged in both Scott and Fayette counties, including murder of a police officer, possession of a handgun by a convicted felon, burglary, and fleeing and evading police, among other charges. But right now, we do want to focus on what's going on today. The growing outpouring of love the community is showing for Deputy Conley. Our Grace McKenna is joining us now in studio with what we've seen over the last hour. Grace.
Yeah, Brooke, this morning a police procession guided Deputy Conley to WHAS Funeral Home in Cynthiana. Hundreds of vehicles lined the streets. Along the ways, community members joined that route to pay their respects and see Deputy Conley home. Some said they wanted to show their children to be respectful of first responders and hope Conley's family knows they're thankful for his sacrifice. Deputy Conley was recognized many times for his service to the Scott County community. He was awarded the Deputy of the Year award as well as the Governor's Award, recognized continually for his efforts to get impaired drivers off the road. On Twitter, Governor Andy Beshear acknowledged a hero who made the ultimate sacrifice, saying, "We will be forever grateful." Deputy Conley was remembered Monday by his team at the sheriff's office as a go-getter who took his job seriously and loved it. We're still waiting to learn more about funeral arrangements and ways for the community to help Deputy Conley's family. In the studio, Grace McKenna, WHAS 11 on your side.
Grace, thank you so much. And we are staying with this story all day long. We'll keep you posted on air and online with that new information. A Louisville man's charged with attempted murder after police said he threatened to kill his family in Oldham County. Sunday night, Metro Police received a call that Kenneth Gregory was threatening to hurt himself and others. An arrest citation revealed he left a voicemail to his father saying, "I'm going to kill you and I'm on the way." Oldham County police intervened when they pinged his phone, found Gregory was headed toward his family's house. Police say they found loaded pistols and an AK-47 magazine in Gregory's car. Well, Prospect police are searching for two people they say might have broken into a Prospect home and shot a family dog. The homeowner says he was confronted by two armed men who then assaulted him and forced him into that home at gunpoint. Police told us the family's dog confronted the intruders who shot the animal before taking off with the victim's car. We know both the homeowner and dog are doing okay. Police believe this will be possibly, an isolated incident. The escaped Trimble County inmate captured after 2 days on the run in Louisville arrived in court this morning for his arraignment. 31-year-old Norman Wolf arrived in a wheelchair, facing new charges after jumping out of an inmate transport car off the Snyder last week and kidnapping two neighbors, forcing them to drive toward downtown. He was originally in jail on burglary, fleeing and evading police, and a gun charge as a convicted felon.
Became involved in a verbal dispute. Defendant got a hatchet from his vehicle, chased the victim into his residence with the hatchet.
Meanwhile, this man accused of attacking someone with a hatchet is being held on a $1,000 bond. Police searched Cortez Lamont Cunningham for 10 days. They searched for him before catching up with him on Saturday. He is charged with assault. Police said that victim is expected to make a full recovery. Well, the lawsuit filed by a retired Metro Police sergeant against Brianna Taylor's boyfriend is now dismissed. Jonathan Mattingly countersued Kenneth Walker back in 2020 for assault, battery, and emotional distress. Walker shot Mattingly during that raid on Taylor's apartment. The charges filed against him for that shooting were later dropped, and according to court documents, the counterclaims were voluntarily dismissed on Friday. It comes 6 months after the city settled with Walker in his initial lawsuit for a reported $2 million. Today, Kentuckiana pizza chain Beer Nose is raising money for LMPD officer Nick Wilt. As you know, he was shot while responding to last month's mass shooting at Old National Bank. He is now at Frazier Rehab as part of his recovery. He's come a long way. Today, 20% of all dine-in, carry-out, and delivery sales will be given directly to Officer Wilt and his family. This goes for all Louisville and Southern Indiana Beer Nose restaurants who will be participating. We do have an update and a lawsuit against the Louisville Urban League and former president Sadiqa Reynolds. Dr. Kishkami Price, who ran in the community service organization for about 5 months, says she uncovered financial misuse and was fired as retaliation. Her accusations mention specific organizations like Brown-Forman and the Sisters of Nazareth. The sisters gave significant grant donations for housing projects. But in that lawsuit, Price says the funds weren't being distributed fast enough to developers. So instead of the planned 30 homes promised, only 6 were built. In a statement, the Sisters of Nazareth said in part, as a congregation, the sisters hold deep respect for the legal process and believe in allowing it to unfold objectively. Well, former Urban League CEO Sadiqa Reynolds also denying the claim, saying often when people are fired, they sue. It is a sad reality of the world that has been created. Her allegations have no merit and will be resolved in a court of law. Price was named president and CEO of the Urban League after Reynolds stepped down to take another job. The fight over the controversial Castleman statue continues, with a local group moving to have it reinstalled. The statue was removed from Cherokee Triangle and placed in storage after it was repeatedly vandalized during the Brianna Taylors protest in 2020. Well, according to Castleman's biography, he helped create the Louisville Park system, fought for the Confederacy during the Civil War, but then later became a general for the Union. Last month, the Kentucky Supreme Court ruled that statue was improperly removed, leading Friends of Cherokee Triangle to call for its reinstallation. Our Alexis Jones and photojournalist Alyssa Farley attended a court hearing for that statue yesterday to hear what the next steps await that statue.
A judge granted the commission 10 days to come up with a plan. Friends of Louisville Public Art are asking for Castleman's statue to be reinstalled and for the city to pay for their attorney fees.
At his funeral, 12 local black pastors praised him for service to the black community.
Attorney Steve Porter says he understands officials need some time to decide if they want to pay or not. But as for the statue, he says there's no question that Castleman should return to Cherokee Triangle.
By the Supreme Court ruling, the statue should go back because the decision to remove it has been reversed. My guess is that the city is going to try and do everything they can to just delay and push it around.
The statue was removed in June 2020 during the protest over Brianna Taylors' death. But the court decided that former Mayor Greg Fisher improperly ordered that it be removed due to conflict of interest by members of the commission. The city has until June 1st, just a few days from now, to decide. Porter says if officials choose to file a certificate, he hopes they won't be a part of the vote this time around.
If they had not been able to vote last time, it would never have been removed. So we would expect and hope and would expect that a fair vote without city employees voting for their boss.
Alexis Jones, WHAS11 on your side.
The city's Landmark Commission will have to decide soon whether to reinstall that statue or file another certificate to remove it. The case is expected to appear in court again on June 21st.